Next, let's crochet the cake embryo. Wrap the yarn around your fingers like this, working into a magic ring. Okay. Insert hook into the ring. In round 1, start with 1 chain stitch. Hook the yarn out, then yarn around the hook, and pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. That's 1 chain stitch. Then work 8 single crochets. If you are not familiar with basic stitches, you can watch the teaching videos and do some practice with the practice yarn. Then yarn around the hook, pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. Such a V shape stands for 1 single crochet. Place a marker in the first stitch of every round. Continue to work 7 more single crochets. Okay, 8 single crochets are done. Pull the yarn tail to find the yarn which moves first, and then pull it tight to close the ring. Okay, cut off this yarn tail. Put the hook back into the loop, tighten it. Work 1 snip stitch in the first stitch. The snip stitch won't be counted into the number of stitches. Insert hook into this marking stitch. Hook the yarn and pull up loop. Then pull the first loop through the second loop on the hook. That's 1 snip stitch. Round 1 is done. In round 2, start with 1 chain stitch. It won't be counted into the number of stitches. 1 chain stitch is done. Then 8 increases. Increase means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Work 1 single crochet first. Also mark the first stitch. Then work 1 more single crochet in the same stitch. Insert hook into the same stitch. Hook the yarn and pull up loop. Yarn and hook, pull through both loops. 1 increase is done. Continue to work 7 more increases. We need to work 2 single crochets in each stitch. 8 increases are done. Remove the marker. Work 1 snip stitch in the first stitch. Round 2 is done. In round 3, start with 1 chain stitch. Then work set of 1 single crochet, 1 increase for 8 times. 1 single crochet. Place a marker in the first stitch. One increase, which means working 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. Okay. 1 single crochet and 1 increase are finished. 1 set is done. Keep working 7 more sets. We work 1 single crochet and 1 increase as 1 set. Finally, 1 snip stitch. Remove the marker. Insert hook into this marked stitch. Hook the yarn and pull up loop. Pull the first loop through the second loop. Round 3 is done. In round 4, start with 1 chain stitch. Then work set of 1 increase, 2 single crochets for 8 times. 1 increase, which means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Two single crochets. Okay. 1 increase and 2 single crochets are finished. 1 set is done. Keep working 7 more sets. We work 1 increase and 2 single crochets as 1 set. We have demonstrated 4 sets. Please finish the rest 4 sets by yourself. Finally, end with 1 snip stitch. Round 4 is done.